And the stream is live.
I just refreshed it and it's not live yet. Why do you lie to me?
Ah, god dang it!
Can you please post it in the Discord?
I shall.
Thank
There
you.
it
It
is.
happens to everybody once in a while. It's a time it just happens. Don't worry about it. Shake it off.
Listen, it's not a real stream if there's not a tech problem at least once.
Yeah, of course. If there isn't, I don't trust it.
Yeah, I use a bot for my streaming, and I don't even know how many of the things on it are malfunctioning because like they need recoded.
I used to have all that stuff set up, but when I like got a new computer, I never I had Nightbot was what I used, but I don't have that set up anymore. I don't think.
I use one called StreamerBot. It automates like everything.
Yeah, StreamerBot's good.
Once I get back into streaming again, I definitely want to. Maybe this week I'll try to do some more research to make this a little smoother.
You should look up Nutty
Wow, I
on
saw
Youtube because
Mechanical.
he does all that stuff.
Okay,
Nutty's awesome.
Nutty is great.
I'll write that down. Okay, there we go. Post it on Blue Sky.
Post them beans.
Store them beans.
It's gonna be one of those multi-shots or D&D campaigns where we're just cracking jokes the whole time.
I can't help it.
Nah, I hate the newest one that came out. Start digging in your butt, twin. I'm just like,
What?
I have not.
I have not heard that one.
it
Oh
took me-
lordy.
It took
just
me a
crazy,
guard because
man.
someone did it in like the voice of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. So just like, come on,
Oh.
Mermaid Man, to the invisible boatmobile. Start digging in your butt, twin. It's like, wow.
We're adults. We're all adults here, by the way.
No.
If anyone was wondering, we are all adults.
Yes, adults
What do
playing
you mean
D&D.
chat is disabled for this
make-believe.
live stream? Don't lie to me. Hold the phone.
Is that one of your? Is that your OBS saying that?
No, it was the YouTube pop out, but that might have been an old one. Pop out chat. There we are. And then I can do this. Do that.
Dismiss characters.
Just want people to be able to see the chat if they so desire. You sounded like Billy from Billy and Mandy.
Yeah. Wriggle friggle. Ah, somebody help me.
Bro, that was my audio stem for so long. Raggle fraggle.
Yeah.
Just like new one is from this content creator named Ace Vane, who like does like the Justice League like dubs. And I just like absolutely love this guy, and just like new one is like, shut the fuck up, Reed, I'm inventing.
In chat. Oh, you got it. Thank you.
I got you. You figure out the stream.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you. I mean, no, you're muted.
Okay, cool. I think we're good. Chat can be seen. Roll20. The Roll20 chat can also be seen for all the bits.
Okay. I look good.
Cool.
All the bits and bobs and all that jazz.
Yeah.
How do we sound in chat, Astra? How does everyone sound?
Should we do the what's it called? The Ghostbusters like sound off? Do.
We haven't started yet, Benkei. You're good. We haven't kicked it off yet. Yeah, this time I made sure that my microphone was actually connected and it wasn't using my headphones, my like earbud microphones. All right, cool. Thank you. All right.
Sweet.
Welcome back to the Last Draft Adventurers. I'm your host, Barkeep, for our first ever Last Draft Tavern multi-shot. Woo! I am joined by fellow D&D and like Nerd Sphere content creators. We'll start with Merrick if you want to do a little intro about yourself, your channel, and then if your character was a vacation, what kind of vacation would he be?
Ooh, well, hello. I go by many names across the interwebs, but you can call me Merrick. I am a tavern keeper and proprietor of the Knight's Rest Tavern across all socials. Tonight I'll be playing a character named Silas Null, and if he was a vacation, I don't know, he'd be something really harsh and rugged, like okay, his idea of a vacation would be basically doing what the guy who did Survivor Man, what's his name?
Les Stroud?
Not Les Stroud. He would just be like dropped in the middle of nowhere and just made to fight for himself and survive, but he'd be away from everybody, so he'd be like perfectly content doing that. That'd be him if he was a vacation. Dropped in the middle of nowhere. No chance of survival. Just how he wants it.
Nice.
Awesome. Walt?
I am the Midnight Tavern, your friendly online game store. I'm on TikTok, _midnight_tavern. I do a lot of stuff for D&D and role-playing and just telling people that they just need to get out there and start running games because that's the best way to learn. Make your mistakes, fall forward, and have a great time doing it. My character is Thrail, and if he was on vacation, he would be miserable the entire time, having nothing to do. He'd rather be out probably discovering some ancient lost tome of knowledge buried deep within some sort of dungeon or whatnot, because difficulty is the only way in which one can grow. Everything else is just a waste of time.
On brand.
Thank you.
Pyro.
All right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Pyrophobic Zero, Pyro Life Zero. You could just call me Pyro to the Red. And I am, like, you could find me on, Pyro the Red on TikTok and, everything else on everything else. My character is vague and kind of strange. That's his name. It's just like, what? That's their name. Essentially, and if they were a vacation, they'd go to Innsmouth. Like, if you ever, if you read any Lovecraft, they would go to Innsmouth. that's the main gist.
I thought you were gonna be like they're an acid trip or something.
Just the town of Innsmouth.
Gosh.
He'd be just as confused as the people that live there.
Who's this guy? He's muttering nonsense.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that being said, we sort of did a session 0 or like a pre-stream session where we introduced our characters, who are all arriving in the port city of Gairn, which is one of the cities in the Empire of Karth. Sort of one of the last, it's a northern city, one of the last spots of civilization before reaching the Heart Peak Wilds, where where Respite and the Last Draft Tavern reside. Strange things are happening in the city, where the Adventurers Guild here have sort of come under fire from the local city guard, who do not respect them as much as in other parts of the world, and they are sort of seeing a difficulty in operating within the city because of a recent massacre that happened in a small farming community outside the city. That being said, some of our adventurers have come seeking knowledge about forgotten pasts. Some have come by the beckoning of a trickster god, and others have lost their son for the second time through various circumstances.
Shit, my kid.
Don't shame me.
I mean,
That thing on a leash, damn you.
it's not entirely your fault. He did start
Sorry.
poking around in places he maybe shouldn't have. But that being said, each of our adventurers here has a different reason for being in the city, and have come across a mystery of disappearances of the people who are oft pushed aside, what some citizens may consider the dregs of society, the poor, the outcasts, many of which who reside in a district of the city called the Scummery, which is a sort of falling apart, sinking into the Rivermuck district that's kind of separated out from the rest of the city, which looks kind of like this. It's a little bit of a rush job for the map, but this is what the city looks like, and the Scummery is over here, where all these little pools of water are. And most of this campaign will probably be taking place in this section, this like southern half of the city, which is called the Waterway District. But yeah, so last we left off, Thrail and Vague had met up with the Adventurers Guild leader, the guild master named Pharaoh, who had requested their help in speaking to the Cloaks, which are the sort of thieves guild and criminal organization that has a hand in a lot of the trade that goes up and down the river that runs through the city Gairn. Let's see here. So, after a brief rest, Pharaoh has gathered Vague and Thrail and begins leading both of you through the Waterway District into a abandoned warehouse, and down these crumbling stone steps into a disheveled basement that had clearly once belonged to smugglers but has since fallen into disuse. As you enter, you see a bunch of like crates and barrels that are all smashed, and some of them are rotting or just like puffing up from the dampness that's in the cellar. And you see there is a crack in the foundation that leads into what looks like a little tunnel. And surrounding the entrance to this tunnel, you see a half-elf with silvery hair. On the shorter side, like around like 5 foot flat, maybe. And you see that she has a rapier on the side of her hip, and she also is flanked by what looks like 4 other individuals. All of them have gray cloaks thrown over their heads, and you, just from the vibe, you gather that these are probably members of the Cloaks. But Guildmaster Pharaoh will step up, and you see the silverhead half elf kind of cocks this smile and says, "Pharaoh, it's been some time since last we spoke. You've come into much greater power since then." And you see Pharaoh kind of rubs the back of their neck awkwardly and says, "And you remain as aloof and mysterious as ever. What's with the extra bodies, Lyra? You think I've come with ill intentions?" Lyra shrugs nonchalantly and says, "Caution bordering on paranoia is basically my job. That being said, I am reluctant to allow these unvetted adventurers into the Cloak's tunnels." And she kind of looks past Pharaoh to the two of you.
Yeah, Vague would, like, he would be following, but at the same time, his head would be, like, just kind of just wandering around, like, kind of like a stray cat. And just, like, I can imagine Threll just, like, just grab my collar, stop it.
I saw Walt speak, but I didn't hear words. One moment.
Uno momento.
Let me look at chat.
Nope, can't hear you.
So weird, when you first came into Discord, you were coming through loud and clear. The required technical difficulties for a streamed Dungeons and Dragons game.
All the time.
That just means this stream has officially been blessed. You've gotten the tech difficulties started at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, the vibe that these two are giving off, there's a vibe there. You're not exactly sure what it is, but you get the feeling like Pharaoh and Lyra know each other.
Mm. And it's like, yeah, just like Vague would just, like, as he's just kind of just meandering and just kind of gazing around, he's just like, curious indeed.
One second. Professional tech difficulty. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I just see just like when the Threll's tongue just like lap onto one of his eyeballs, like.
You see, where is my part on the page? Lyra steps up and holds out these like strips of fabric. And says, "However, I am here to guide you to a meeting with our leader within our inner sanctum. To ensure its location remains a secret, I must insist you wear these blindfolds until we reach our destination.
As Lyra approaches Vague with the blindfold, like Vague's just kind of looking off, and then as Lyra approaches, she could see one eye just like turn to face her, and one eye just keep focused on the other thing, and then just like the other one just kind of joins out, and it's like it just kind of slow turns and just like and just like smile.
He goes, ugh.
Ooh. What is this fabric for?
It is to cover your eyes so that you may not remember the way.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that. I don't remember much of anything.
Let's just
But
call it a precaution.
I'll accept your offering. And just like, as he puts on the blindfold, Strange is going to subconsciously cast, since I have Eldritch Adept,
Okay.
I have detect magic at will.
Okay.
I chose that for my invocation.
That's
So
cool.
just like, yeah. So just like his eyes are closed, but his sense of magic is still there.
Gotcha. When you cast that, you actually can tell that you see that her rapier is magical in nature.
Mm. It's like I guess he's just going to follow that, like as like kind of like a marker where she is.
Yeah, sounds good. See if that fixed it. The old restart. Oh, I heard you very quietly. Oh no, no, we lost Pyro. Okay.
Huh? What?
No, you're
I'm
good.
right
I
here.
see you. I see you. You were
Sorry, I
suddenly
was-
gone
I
from
was-
20.
Oh, sorry. I have no clue what happened.
Don't worry, Asher. You didn't miss much. Mostly technical difficulties. Oh, you sound you're very gainy.
Okay, I toned it down a little bit.
Oh, wait, that sounds better.
No, there we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Turn you up on Discord.
I'll turn myself up just a little bit.
You sound perfect. Don't touch anything.
I won't touch nothing. All right, I won't even breathe.
Yeah. No, none of that. Not for the rest of this multi-shot.
Yeah.
You
The
got
next hour and next 2 hours, don't breathe.
Yeah.
So the only thing that happened while you were gone was that Lyra approached with some strips of fabric and basically asked you all to put on these eye blinds so that she may lead you to the inner sanctum of the cloaks without you remembering the way.
If I must. I'll still be able to track myself, but you'll have to deal with that.
She says, you might find that more difficult than you realize. Nonetheless. And she hands out one specifically to Pharaoh, who shoots this look and is like, really? Do we have to do this? Is this what's going on right now? And Lyra says, I could get the bag if you would prefer. I thought this might be more comfortable.
As they are blindfolding us, I'm going to take a small scrap of cloth out of my pocket, and when the opportunity seems decent enough, I'm just going to drop it where we're standing.
Copy that. Cool. So as you all put on the blindfolds, they begin to lead you through the tunnel, led through the crack in the wall that into the underway, which is the series of tunnels and cisterns and abandoned corridors that stretch across the entirety of Gairn. So you walk for a few minutes, first taking a left and then taking a right, and then you cross a bridge of some kind. And vague, the sound of the water flowing beneath your feet and the smell of damp stone leaves the edges of the void in your skull itching like crazy. You have felt this before. A blindfold on your face and a hand leading you down into the dark.
He just starts scratching at the hole on the side of his head, and he's like, the damn, the way.
As you're leaving those scraps of fabric, give me a sleight of hand check. Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. And then vague, as you're getting that itching feeling, you see that flash of a stone basin again, and then another flash, and you see a cloaked man. You can't see his face, but you see these pale hands reaching out towards you, and then the vision fades away.
The hands. He starts to kind of, like, sort of freak out.
The guard that's like leading you like backs off for a second. It's says like, "Whoa, sorry, was I holding on to you too tight?"
It's okay. It's just the
Don't mind
visions.
him, he's just a little strange.
No, I'm
Okay,
vague.
I'm gonna put my hand on you again. Is that okay?
Oh yes, you're fine. It's just the visions.
That's not unsettling at all. He puts his hand on you again and continues leading you.
Oh no, I don't know an unsettling. I'm vague.
Yes, you are. They keep ushering you. After crossing the bridge, you're led down a flight of stone stairs, and where you are shepherded onto a raft, which you can just kind of feel slowly drifting along for about 15 minutes, and then the raft stops. You're led through a few more passageways before eventually the troop stops and you hear a rhythmic knocking on a wooden surface. A metallic sliding sound, and then it slides back, and then you hear a door open. Once inside, the blindfolds come off, and
Aw.
I feel like I need a more mysterious sounding. Yeah, there we go.
The mystery flute.
Mystery flute. As the blindfolds come off, you see a large cistern with 6 pools of water cordoned off by stone walkways. Across the walkways, against the back wall, you see a little small area that has some like rugs thrown down, There's some tapestries pinned into the stone wall. You see a medium-sized oval table, some barrels and boxes, and a large shelf containing various types of liquor. And some stone torches as well. Or not, some torches into the braziers on the wall. And there's like a little... like a little fire pit.
A fire pit, like a chimney.
Yeah, exactly. Just to try to chase away some of the damp of the room. And you see that there are 3 individuals waiting across the way. As you get closer, sitting at the edge of the carpet is a large, mean-looking half-orc, scar kind of on his cheek that goes down into his chin. His arms folded and eyes watchful. Behind him... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no. It was just like, I was just going to say, just like as they're walking us towards this, to these other people, this like Vague is going to kind of whisper, it's like, does this seem familiar, Strange? Have we been here before?
You feel that shifting in your head as you speak to Strange.
There's like, this tickles my memories.
I don't know if we've been here specifically, but underground, that feels familiar.
I sense a deep, dark warmth. But where?
We're getting close. Just keep going. As you approach, you see behind that half-orc there is a halfling kind of perched up on one of the barrels. And he seems to be whittling something. And then you also see the third person is Silas. Silas, you can be kind of posted up wherever you want to be. If you want to be sitting at the table or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'll be sitting at the table enjoying one of the many bottles of whatever drink there was on that shelf.
Sure.
I gotta do the cool guy lean on a brick wall, like somewhere in the corner.
Yeah, he's in the corner brooding. There's a little tiny fire, and all you can see are his eyes. Everything is in shadow.
They call him
giving
Strider.
full Strider. They call me Strider. Silas.
That's funny. I named one of the characters that I do, who's one of the rangers that I do. His name is Walker because.
Copyright distinctly.
Yeah, exactly.
Does he wear a cowboy hat by chance?
So Lyra approaches the half-orc and says, "I've brought them, as you requested, Trey. Though I fail to see what they can do that we cannot." The half-orc smirks and says, "Sometimes an outside perspective is needed, Lyra. You know I trust your eyes and ears, but you're not all-knowing." And he turns to Pharaoh and says, "It's a pleasure to meet the famed Radiant Hand. I've heard much about you from our spy master." And then you see Pharaoh looks over sharply at Lyra, who is just kind of like ignoring them and inspecting her fingernails. Give me an insight check, all of you. Silas, give it to me with advantage.
Let's see.
I got a 12. Even with advantage, I only got a 12.
Oh wow, damn.
That's
Whoa.
embarrassing.
26 crit.
Silas, you pick up on there's a weird vibe between the two of them, like they know each other or something. Thrail and Vague, you know that these two were fucking at some point.
I've been a little bit too into the drink. I'm a little,
You're
yeah,
worried
there
about
might
your
be
son.
some, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like-
it's very clear the guild master and the spy master of the cloaks have a storied past.
Not like Vague, one of Vague's eyes would look to just like the spy master and the other guy, just looking at it, it's like intercourse. it just say intercourse.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes, it is like you'll just notice that the one eye just looking at it, it just says, as cocks his head, just like
Pharaoh
yes.
buries their head in their hands, and Lyra just kind of smirks.
It
And
does
the
not
half-orc
seem like they're reproducing at this point in time.
The other eye, while looking at the one eye, looking both at the spy master and him, and the other eye looks back at Thrall, like indeed.
Yeah. Pharaoh says, "I don't think we came here to discuss my romantic past.
Or the lack thereof.
All past are romantic, through the right lenses."
Sure, whatever. Help? And looks at Lyra, and Lyra just kind of smiles. And the half-orc, who was called Trey, he's just kind of chuckling and says to Pharaoh, "Well, I didn't know that much, but now I do."
Knowledge is very useful.
That's where you and I agree. They call me
Knowledge is power.
They call me Trey DeLorne. I'm the de facto leader of the cloaks.
What was the name again? I'm so sorry.
I'll put it in the chat. Trey DeLorne.
Mm-hmm. Leader of the cloaks. All right. Oh, greetings. I am Vague, and this is my friend Kinda Strange. And pointing to no one, just pointing to the side, kind of upward, to nobody in particular.
Good to meet you. Come on in. Let's have a chat. And he leads you towards the table. Something to drink?
Okay. Oh, yes, please. The brown liquid makes my brain all slushy.
He looks at the shelves of several different kinds of brown liquid and just picks one at random. He pours you guys a couple of drinks. And honestly, Vague, with that nat 20, I'm going to say that when he introduced himself as the leader, you have this feeling like maybe that's not entirely true. Because the way he and then also Lyra position themselves, they position themselves in a way where they are always kind of close to that halfling in a sort of subservient way.
As he's reaching to get the liquid, get the alcohol, and it's him and Vague kind of thinks to Strange. He is not what he seems. Neither of them are. The halfling in the middle smells of power.
I think you're right. There's something about him. Though he doesn't speak, he has an air.
Commands presence. Could he be in charge?
You get the feeling like kind of strange agrees with your assessment.
With that kind of like communion done, just like Vague will like as he's getting the alcohol, just like Vague would be like, Trey, I smell the lie from you.
What lie is that, friend?
You do not smell of power, nor does she. In fact, he does. And he kind of like cocks his head and gazes at the halfling. The air around him smells of authority and purpose.
You smell authority. Sorry. Doing the
I can also hear colors.
You see as the halfling is like whittling, as you say that, he stops whittling and looks up at you. And he starts laughing. And he says, you know that you're the first one to sniff out that lie, as you say.
Me and Strange see the unseen.
You see the half-orc turns back and is like, sir. It's like, and he responds, it's all right. It's all right, boss. They've already seen through it. No point in playing further. And he straightens up onto the top of the barrel and then hops down and he says, I am Trey DeLorne. This is my second in command, Bosgore. I'll put that in chat too. So the half-orc is named Bosgore. And the halfling is the true Trey DeLorne.
The true Gaylord Robinson.
Exactly.
Will the real Trey DeLorne please stand up? Please stand up.
And he says, you know, when you first walked in here, talking to you, Vague, I didn't know what to expect. But since you were able to find me out, well, maybe you're more than what meets the eye.
Our eyes meet many things. But thank you.
You're welcome. He will approach. He says, I know most of the adventurers from Oak Keel. And I know that the three of you, and he nods towards you, Silas, are not from there. But we think that might be a good thing. I'm beginning to think that there's a greater conspiracy at work here than I had first thought. And he says, he looks over to you, Silas, and he says, would you mind recounting your tale for us again? It's important for the guild master to know all the details. And he's basically asking you to tell about what happened with your son.
Yeah, sure, why not? So my son and I are here on business, running a delivery. And I go into a shop to make my delivery, but it is not a place for children, you see. So I have him wait outside. He's waiting outside. I go inside to do business. And then I come outside and he's no longer there. I start to look around and I find behind a gazebo. I think that's the word you're looking for.
Did the gazebo eat him?
It seems like it. There was a like a hidden wall, and I opened up this hidden wall, and it leads to a passage down to like an underground waterway.
No.
And so when I go down there, I can hear a bunch of people yelling. Well, it turns out my kid must have, I don't know, fell down there. I don't know how he managed to find his way down there, but he was down there, and there's these guards yelling at him. And so I try to go down there and defuse the situation. One of the bastards shoots me. And then my kid takes off down this underground waterway. Well, I had to get the hell out of there because I'm not going to win in a gunfight 8-1. So I left. And then I go back inside to ask about these underground waterways, and I was told to come see somebody here.
Just like Vague was enthralled the entire time, just cupping his mug of alcohol, just kind of just like listening enthusiastically.
At least somebody appreciates my stories when I tell them.
And then what happened?
Well, then I sat down to have a drink, and lo and behold, you guys walk in.
And then what?
And then right now happens.
The suspense is killing me.
When will then become now?
Soon.
Amazing story.
Lyra will say to you, Silas, when you told me the story, you mentioned some sort of strange magic the man who shot you performed.
Yeah, he turned and shot me. Ow. But that wasn't the weird part. The weird part was after he shot me, and I'm bleeding, he holds out his hand, right? And he puts it forward towards me, and my blood does this weird thing where it like makes a line from me to his hand, and he grabbed onto it like it was some kind of rope connecting himself to me.
And
Now I was able to turn and leave. It didn't stop me from moving, but it had some kind of a tether effect between myself and him via my blood.
Does that type of thing sound familiar?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can Vague kind of do a Arcana or?
Yeah, you
Any
can
type of-
either of you can do either Arcana or a religion.
I am good at Arcana and religion. Hot dog. The occult. Hot dog. I'm eating good tonight.
Hot dog, hot diggity dog, hot dog.
Getting called out for your accent.
That's a
change,
21.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you did turn into hey, I'm walking over here. Come on. I'm looking for my son here.
Hey, look, this is what we're talking about. We came down here because the guild told us to come down here, you know?
what did you-
Exactly.
Vague, what did you get for your roll?
21.
Nice. Yeah. I would say this definitely sounds like some kind of blood magic. Did you do Arcana or Religion?
I did Arcana.
Okay, cool. So this
That was
for
plus
both-
5 either way.
So for both of you guys, it definitely sounds like some kind of blood magic. The like tether to him, you've never heard of anything like that before. But you got a feeling like if he had continued to be attacked, that perhaps the efficacy or even the damage done to Silas would have been increased with that tether attached to him.
So blood magic increases damage.
At least that particular magical effect. It seems like if that while that tether, you think that while that tether is connected to somebody, it would probably cause more damage.
Shares
to
the
be
damage?
inflicted. Maybe not shares the damage, but you think that it would just hurt them more whenever they get attacked.
Okay. I'll put a question mark on that. We don't know all the details. Just like hearing that, just like Vague will be like, reeks of blood magic. Me and Strange know it well. Don't we, Strange?
You feel
Yes.
strange kind of shift around inside your skull.
Yes. The blood tether.
Lyra will say to you, Silas, were there anything else that you could see about these men or about the craft that they had?
Yeah, there was a boat in this waterway, and on the side there was a flower or something. It was a rose. It was a rose carved into the side of the boat, like etched in or carved in or something.
Rose on the boat.
Yeah, rose or some kind of big flower, like carved into the wood.
You see that Trey, like a light shines in his eyes, and he says, I think I might know what that might be.
This better
yeah?
not be into a rosebud joke.
I honestly hated that movie when I was forced to watch it in film school. This shit is so fucking boring. I understand that it's an important film, but God.
Oh my God, damn. Somebody throw a pie or something.
He says, I believe
You said that you were shot.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you still have the bullet they hit you with?
Well, yeah, I didn't particularly have the tools to dig it out of my shoulder, but yeah, it's still in here. I can still definitely feel it.
Thrall's gonna.
You want to go ahead and reach on in there and pull it out?
Give me a medicine check, I guess, if you're gonna pull this bullet out of his arm. Oh, damn!
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Yeah, you go in, and luckily it's not too deep, so you don't have to do too much slicing. You're able to just kind of pop it out with minimal damage to him.
Oh,
All right, taking a look at the bullet. I'm not gonna wash it off, although I'll reach into my bag, bring out a little cloth, and just say,
Here, tie that up. You'll stop bleeding all over the place.
and then looking at the bullet, kind of figuring out. I assume that I've seen guns. They're not like completely rare.
No, I would actually say that they're becoming less and less rare.
Okay. Would it be possible that I'm familiar with what came out of the gun that was used, that I could use the bullet to cast locate object to see if I can find the gun?
Shit. That's cool. Let me look up the spell really quick.
I will pop it in chat.
Okay, cool.
I have to have seen it up close, though. Or the nearest object of a particular kind. It depends on if he has a unique type of weapon or not.
I'll say you do cast. You do cast it. I'll say it works, but you get the feeling that it is further than 1,000 feet from you, but it is on the same level. If that makes sense. So it is currently seems to be in the underway.
And would I have a general cardinal direction knowledge of which general direction it's in?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Whatever shot you is somewhere on this level. It's not up on the surface. So whoever it is, they're hiding down here as well.
Well, whoever shot me, I don't care. I just want to find him. And I want to plant one of these. And he holds up his mechanical arm. He says, I want to plant one of these right in the face of the guy who did that. And find my son. Because he's probably... Yeah, one of these, you know.
Good thing your
right
kid's
in his
secondary
mouth.
on that list.
We do have some agents around looking for your boy. We sent them out that way, but we weren't able to find much except for your blood on the ground.
Barkeep.
Yeah.
Can I roll something? I just a D20 to just see if Vague will do something. Because I don't know.
Nice.
Like high, he does it. Low, he does.
Copy that.
He doesn't. 11. Would you count that as high?
I would say anything over 10 would be high.
Okay.
Maybe not to the same level if it was like a 20.
Like they not really understanding the concept of a mechanical arm. It is like, well, Vague and Strange, not really, just fascinated by the mechanical arm. Like, I think actually just like Vague will reach out to just like to touch it, and slithering out of the side of his head, so will Strange. And just like, so you just see both Vague and this pale white tentacle just kind of just wrapping around your arm.
He's just gonna stand there with his arm out, just kind of.
I think everyone
just
takes a step back.
I wish I could.
What is this?
Listen, pal, I know it's really interesting, but that's my hand you got there. You mind let it go?
How'd you get this? And just like Strange is just kind of just like fiddling with the fingers, and it just like.
Yeah, that's a story for another time, I think. There's more pressing matters at hand, don't you think? Can I get another drink, please? This guy's freaking me out.
Yeah, he immediately pours you another drink.
Thank you. He just downs it.
It is like, yeah, just like, I was just like, after a minute, they're just kind of like, this is metal. And it's like fascinating. They are fascinated with it. It just like, he just sees Strange just kind of just like back into like his head. And just like
you get the feeling you look over at Pharaoh and you get this feeling of like a expanding pressure out from them, and you get the feeling like they are essentially doing what is the paladin divine? They're doing divine sense to see what your alignment is.
The spirit pressure.
It just like, I think just like on feeling that, just like one of the eyes just like just like shoot to Pharaoh, just kind of just wondering what the hell is going on, just like.
I feel his spirit.
It's not even
I feel
just
his
to
spirit
see. It
pressure.
also is just to feel, to see what, because it does types, right? Types of creatures.
Yeah, I think it can. Was it the paladin's like what was the spell?
It's divine sense. I got it right here.
Oh yeah, so celestial
Ordinary
fiend
rules.
or yeah.
Oh yeah. So I don't think they sense anything, and I don't think Vague is evil, so they don't get that sense. So instead, they like come up to you now, knowing that you aren't some evil creature, and look at you with concern, and they say, "Are you all right? What is that?
What is what?
The tentacle in your skull."
Trail's just gonna like slow blink
Yeah.
at Strange, shrug, and then hand the bullet back to Silas. This is yours.
At this like, oh, as you ask what the tentacle is, it's just like Vague is just oh, that's strange.
Yes, it is. Oh, your friend, the friend that you've been mentioning this whole time.
Yes, I am Vague, and he is kind of strange.
Okay, this is starting to make more sense. As long as you're okay, I guess. You see that
okay
the
is a
three
silly
cloaks are
word.
like looking at this like, what have we gotten into? These? But Trey will say, well, thanks to what to Silas, we'll be able. I believe I know the vessel that he saw. I believe it belongs to one of the minor nobility, the Riven family, which I'll post in chat. Though the patriarch's title bestows very little holdings, his wife comes from a very well-off merchant family, and through her expertise, the Rose Quarter Trading Company has allowed the family to take care of some debt that has plagued the Riven house for a generation or two. Perhaps not all their dealings are above board.
Are they underboard?
Not that that would
As
concern
opposed to
you,
being
though,
above
would it?
board. Eh. Fair enough.
Oh wait, it's a boat. Overboard. Oh, that's what that
Sure. And perhaps the Riven family has offered their services, or perhaps just one of their vessels has gone missing. That's perhaps one lead that you can follow. I think I also just switched accents for this guy. He suddenly became more pirate than I meant him to be.
Yeah, that'd be a
Now,
lead you can
technically-
follow.
How did we get down to this level? Did we went through a basement to get here, or
Yeah,
down
you went
some
into a
stairs or
basement,
whatnot?
into a tunnel, and then down another set of stairs to the water, and then you took a raft of some kind for a decent amount of time.
And we are basically underneath the city, right?
Correct.
And is it known that this city has underground waterways?
It is, yes.
Is that like
It's
common
known
knowledge?
So,
Okay.
yeah, he'll even tell you. The underway is mostly under our protection. You know, it's our territory. So part of the issue here is that these vessels, these that are transporting these lost, disappeared souls, have somehow been able to avoid all of our checkpoints And what is the giggling?
Chat.
Find the lost accents. Damn it!
Well, golly, I think we better hide out and find out what's
right,
going
exactly. He says that. So that's I believe that one of our number must be helping them navigate through the underway, because most folk don't know these pathways as well as we do.
There must be a
So,
traitor among us.
Where this one ship was that he saw, what pathway allowed it to get there from the surface?
We tried to find that out, but there are so many different hidden switches and strange alcoves that we weren't able to find a close way to the surface from that general location. It was quite far off.
And you don't have scouts set up on all of your major waterways?
On most of them, but the underway is vast, and we don't have as many men as, say, the ships do.
I see.
They do not see everything below. There is something deeper down here. It lies in the heart of this underground city.
Most of this is left from the ancient empire of Karth before the World Flare. Gairn was sort of built on top of the ruins of the city.
So where would be the center of this underground city?
It's entirely possible. Lyra steps up and says, there is another second lead that is perhaps not as concrete, and perhaps is. As far as we can tell, perhaps 24 folk have disappeared, mostly from the Scumry. The thing is, a lot of people that way either don't have family or won't talk outside their small community. And that's why it's taken us so long to know about these disappearances. However, one of our agents within the guard heard tell of a teenager named Megara, who filed a report with the Sheps about her missing older brother. Apparently, he left for a job but never returned. The Sheps just assumed he's a mucker and sank into the riverbed and just ignored her request. But his disappearance lines up with when we first started noticing the other disappearances. And the word she says...
Where did he disappear?
She calls him a mucker, which is a sort of derogatory slang for... There's this weird thing that happens with the Rivermuck if you add a couple of specific ingredients to it, that it turns into a sort of hallucinogenic drug. So it's like a common thing. People will mix the Rivermuck from the river with some other ingredients and then slather it over on themselves and then kind of go into a stupor.
Would Vague know anything about it? About, like, this hallucinogenic?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you are not... It's just very Gairn specific, so I don't think you would necessarily know about it since you just got here.
Okay.
So I honestly think
find out
since
where the
Silas
job
has
was
been
that
here
he was
before, I
reporting
think
to?
Silas would probably know the best. Sorry, what was that?
Could we find out where he was supposed to be working?
Lyra says, we tried to send one of our agents to speak to her, but she did not open the door for us. I can give you her location of her building within the skummery. Perhaps the three of you will have a better chance. And looks at Vague, and then looks at Thrail, and then looks at Saz like, well, you're a father. Maybe you'll have a better chance.
Kind of wild to think that I'm the normal looking one here.
Yeah, the dude with the mechanical arm.
Well, at least in this point, you'll both have something in common. She has lost her loved one, her brother. You've lost your child.
Again.
Oh, I've lost my mind. If that helps.
It is not helping currently, no.
Oh.
Makes me feel a little bit better about my situation, to be honest.
Boz, the half orc, will look at his boss, Trey, and say, I have a good portion of our agents searching for Silas's son. I'll let you know if I hear anything more, but I have to go and meet up with them. Trey just kind of dismisses him. And he says, if you're able to help us find these missing people, I can dip into our coffers and offer you a substantial reward. And I'm sure the guildmaster here would also be willing to pitch in, as it were.
Do you happen to have a map of this underway that we're in? And have you marked or indicated the locations of those who have gone missing?
Oh, yes, a map. We could use a guide for the lower levels.
Lyra and Trey kind of share a look, and he says, as a criminal organization, we tend to not keep things in writing. However, I can draw something up for you, and I do have locations of the last people who've been seen. So
Is there
as
any
long
kind
as
of
you promise to
pattern
burn
the
it before it
location?
gets caught up anywhere, I can make you a map.
Have you found any kind of pattern to where everyone has disappeared from?
Does seem most of it has come from the skummery. And it does seem as though many of them were promised some sort of career or job, and were disappeared shortly after that. I mean, most people there are desperate for any kind of work ever since the fishing trade has kind of plummeted, ever since the big trading companies moved in.
And do we know where they were promised work from? Was it a job board or was it word of mouth?
I believe it was word of mouth.
And this girl that we're looking for, she lives there as well?
She does. I'll put that on the map as well.
I believe we have a place to begin looking, at least.
It's a start, yeah.
Our search begins.
It might be easier to start with Megra. I don't know. You might be able to get in to see one of the members of the Riven family to ask about their boat. But I mean, who knows? If they're mixed up in this, they might not want to talk to you.
Well,
The symbol on the boat, does that identify a specific boat or is it just the fleet that they come from?
just the fleet that they come from. It's their trading company, the Rose Quarter.
I can get information in a sense. I have a way of getting into people's heads, so to speak.
Well, that may very well come in handy.
Yeah, I didn't get the feeling that those guys wanted to talk about their jobs too much. They seemed real keen on keeping that ship and everything in it a secret. And they were willing to kill me and a kid for it.
The more protection, the deeper the secrets.
Were they wearing
You know, we're-
uniforms or any type of symbology on their clothing?
They just look like street
No, I
toughs
think-
to you.
They look like
Was
what?
Street toughs, just thugs.
Oh, okay.
Ruffians, rapscallions.
Yeah.
Roadmen, proper naughty boys.
Proper roadmen.
Proper naughty boys.
Not-
Ah, shit, now that's gonna be
We're
the
up
action
to
I
some
actually slip into.
knavery, are we?
Oh, he's a bad man, bruv.
Better be careful, he'll wet you.
Have any luck finding them kidnappers? Just the one, really.
Lyra will actually tell you, the Riven Manor. No, Devin, now I lost her. The Riven Manor, listen.
The Riven Manor be just over the way.
Yeah, right.
Oh my
River
god,
Manor
they're over there. It's a nice
resides
place
in-
up on the water.
It resides in Terrace View District, a fairly large estate. Its patriarch is Alistair Riven, and sort of minor nobility. Not really all that remarkable of a specimen. It is his wife Callista, who is the true mind behind the operation. And they have a daughter named Fiona.
Interesting.
Well, should we start?
Yeah, I'd say the sooner the better. Sooner we get more information, the sooner I can get my boy back.
What are we starting again?
We're searching for clues about the missing people.
Ah,
Why
okay.
male models?
Yes, we can go. Me and Strange are ready.
Lyra approaches you and lifts up the blindfolds once more.
Ah, the darkness again.
Yes, your favorite thing, the darkness.
Who turned out the
blindfold
lights?
Yeah, just like as the blindfold goes back on, that detect magic goes back up.
Question, when I was brought to this place, was I also blindfolded and everything, or did I kind of...
You were also blindfolded.
Okay.
So yeah, after probably about 20 to 25 minutes of walking and then boat riding and then walking again, you all are returned to that basement that was once a smuggler's den.
I was gonna say something, or just like as they're walking out of the den, just like Strange slithers out and just like as a tentacle just like waves, like
Kind of accidentally knocks the headband off, and they have to retie it.
He just kind of pulls it up on one side so he can see out one eye.
Bye, friends.
After you are dropped off in the basement, Lyra and her other guards turn to leave. And she says over her shoulder to Pharaoh, perhaps after this is all over, we can get a drink. And Pharaoh's like, maybe. I don't know, maybe. and they're kind of blushing a little bit.
You something going on there? Huh?
Vague will just wave to them as they go, just like, goodbye. She was a nice lady. Who
Pharaoh
was she
looks over
again?
at Pharaoh. Perhaps the dry spell is ending for you.
I don't know whether to be glad or to wonder what I'm getting myself into.
It's probably better to do both.
I'm a paladin. I'm not supposed to flirt with known criminals and spy masters, but I don't know, I can't help it.
A little bit of forbidden fruit makes it that much more fun.
From what I've seen of paladins, that seems kind of fitting.
I suppose my my god enjoys this sort of dichotomy.
What type of oath did you take?
Oh, actually, what were they? I think ancients is what I ended up with, because none of them else really fit that well for their vibe. Oh, redemption. That's what it was. It's redemption.
Perhaps you are simply trying to redeem them. Or they you.
That explains why. That explains why your magic tastes so kind.
Please don't taste my magic without my consent, please. Thank you. Well, feel free to come and use Oak Keel, whatever resources I can provide you, I will. As a matter of fact, they will... Do you guys have money left over from character creation?
I got about 4,940 gold pieces.
Yeah, I got some money left.
About.
Cool. Well, they'll give you each 100 gold.
Yay.
For expenses.
Ka-ching.
Chump change.
Yeah, right. Level 10 adventurers.
Yeah. 100 gold. I could blow that on one dinner.
I could just imagine
The only
vague
thing I hate
about
more than a retainer is a cheap retainer.
right. I could just imagine vague about to eat it and then like Strange like no.
Just the tentacle comes out and slaps.
Oh.
Remember, that's what we use to get the things that we eat.
Oh. Okay.
Vague would be real confused if he ever stumbled upon like those chocolate coins that are covered in gold foil, and would just assume that every gold coin from there on out was chocolate.
You would try to pay for the chocolate coin. Oh, I love it. It is.
So,
Just
where
remember,
should we begin?
just remember to be careful who you. We're not really supposed to be investigating, so try to steer clear of the Sheps. And it's also entirely possible that they have a hand in this as well. Well, that could be my bias showing. Fuck pigs, and then they turn and leave.
Fuck the 5-0.
And then just dips.
I think that one's worried about breaking the wrong part of his oath.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys want to do a little?
So, do we begin with the
bio
girl
break?
or do we begin with the family?
Yeah, I need to use the bathroom.
All right, cool. Let's do a little bio break. Chat, stay lovely. We'll be back. I don't
Stay
have
celibate.
Yeah, stay.
Stay
don't do
celibate.
that.
Stay celibate.
I mean, if you want to, I guess.
What we're basically trying to say is don't fuck around. We'll be right back.
Or you'll find out.
I saw a video on TikTok today where a guy was like, I don't know what it is, but I am always finding out, and I never fuck around.
Why do I keep finding out? Why do I keep finding out? Okay, I'm gonna go refill my water.
Gotcha. I will also be back.
I'm going to sit here and stare at the audience.
Damn it. I lost that stare off.
I just wish I knew what was wrong with my sound. I think it's both. It's both. It's definitely both. I'll work in the smolder, but I'm not going to vogue. That's where I draw the line. Man, look at that. They came back at the same time. It was like synchronized. That's nice.
Yeah, we planned the whole thing.
Yeah, we live in the exact same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, high five.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you know Barkeep? Fantastic question. I was actually, I think I was following. I think I was following him like for a good minute before he contacted me about that first campaign.
I've
Yeah,
known him
same.
since he picked me up in the white van and offered me some free candy.
You too? I'm still waiting for my Kit
I've been here in
Kat.
his basement. He
Just
let me stay in his basement
kidnaps
here.
people to
It's
play
nice.
D&D with. Like you've been in that.
Oh, he also
freezer
makes
for
us
so
do all
long.
those voices for his videos, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the horror.
Unpaid voice acting. We live in a
Voice
D&D
redundant statement.
campaign. Yeah, right?
God damn
I
it, son of a
wouldn't-
bitch! Inflect!
I wouldn't
Inflect,
know.
you fuck!
Ha! I wouldn't know. I've never gotten a voice acting gig.
It uses the Cockney accent again, or it gets the hose again.
Oh, jeez. I was going to try to pull a Cockney accent out, and I can't now.
Oi, mate. I can't.
I said I wanted Madison, not Midwestern, you moron.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm doing my best. I am, man.
Sorry, governor.
Look, one thing all of us silly D&D people have is we can all do really terrible British accents.
Oh, ain't that the truth, sir?
Opportunity.
Hello, sir. Welcome back to the jolly old D&D
Have a
campaign.
beer now.
Yeah, looking backwards, sir. Yeah.
Oh, he's come back with a pint, eh?
It comes in pints.
But yeah, so feel free to discuss what your plans are.
Ooh,
All right,
that's
hold
a
on.
hard question.
Hold on a sec. I gotta find one. Give me a second.
We need to do like one of those Shaun of the Dead, like really quick. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna
Head
meet
back
back
to
at the
bar.
Winchester and have a pub
Right.
and wait for the whole thing to blow over.
Oh, I see. Heads for Thrill, tails for Silas.
Damn,
Tails.
if only we know a good tavern.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like Vague has the gist of what needs to happen, but he doesn't know what he's doing, so he's just going to follow Silas.
Fair enough. So what? First plan is to go find that Megara girl.
Find the girl who had talked to the flower people.
We say save the girl, save the world, something like that.
Yeah. Save the girl, save my kids, save a bunch of other people, maybe if we get to it.
Get the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much just like either talk to the girl or talk to the Rivens.
Well, my first question is, based on this map that they gave us, is everyone from the same region, or are there like any outliers, or does it just seem kind of random?
I will say it seems mostly centralized in the Scummery, which is over here.
The Scummery.
We want a scummery.
God damn it. Exact same. Get off my
Bring to
wavelength.
me the Scummery. So there's like a sort of wall,
We want a nice scummery with plenty of muck on the inside.
sort of wall that separates the Scummery from the rest. And then
The Scummery wall.
you see that there is one just on the other side of the wall in South Harbor, which is over here. But most of them are
And on
centralized
the
in-
map, where was Silas attacked?
Silas was. You were like
Alright.
in Thoroughfare, which is, I think you were probably like around this area here.
See, you're better than me because it's like I would have completely forgotten like which part of the city I'm in.
I have a. This is like the only city that I have that is like I have very well in my head. Because it was the location for the book that I am writing.
Ooh, so fancy.
Nice.
One of these
Okay,
days
so he
I'll
was
actually have
definitely
it
an
finished.
outlier.
So it does.
And
It seems
on
like
the
with that
map,
knowledge,
where-
it does seem like the people in the Scummery are being transported further into the city to wherever. You don't know if they're being
And where
like,
is
taken
the
out of
Rose
the city.
Quarter trading?
Okay, they would be. At this juncture here. Get it, Rose Quarter?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Oh, that kind of looks like Reese now.
It does.
Reese 114. They're a Spartan.
Oh, and then their actual, that's where the trading companies like headquarters are. The actual manor is in this like walled off section, probably like around here. The Riven Manor. God damn it. It's so hard to do this with.
Well, isn't there a text tool also?
Oh.
Yeah, there is.
Point. Ah!
Sorry.
And then the whole world is erased in a blink of an eye.
You've doomed the world.
Hey, if you can't find them, get rid of all of them.
Yeah, right?
If
Well,
they're
can't
all
rescue
missing,
them.
nobody's missing.
Thanos was right.
How about a nice game of thermonuclear war?
What the
Okay, so the Rose Quarter, that is specifically where all of their ships are typically kept.
That's, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Their warehouse.
Okay. So, was Silas jumped as the ship was returning, or as it was headed out to get some more people?
Although Silas,
I think returning.
You do recall that you saw what looked like shifting underneath the tarp.
Oh, yeah, I do. I definitely didn't forget that part.
Mhm.
So even though on the map it doesn't show like tons of little tiny waterways, there are even smaller little capillary waterways in between all these larger ones. Okay.
Yep.
So the one
I'm down. for that
relative to the
capillary action.
location, that one that I must have found him at must have been a pretty small little passageway then.
And one last dumb question. Nope,
There
never
are no
mind. I don't
dumb
need to ask that question.
questions.
But there are inquisitive idiots.
Sorry, what was the question?
No, I'm going to skip that question. I don't think it's relevant at this point.
Okay.
So, do we wish to go see the ship that you saw?
Well, I don't know what good it would do to go see the ship that I went and saw. It's probably gone by now anyway. They seemed pretty keen on keeping it hidden and covered up, so they probably moved it anyway.
Well, if we found it with the rest of the other ships, then we know that they're somehow linked. Perhaps we might be able to find the people that were taken that might have been on that ship.
Yeah, that's possible. I'd say a visit to the Rose Quarter would be a good idea. Maybe find. Well, hell, maybe I'll find the guys that were down there. Maybe I'll find the guy that shot me. Maybe they'd have some
Return
answers
his
for
bullet
us.
to him.
I could very
Interest.
very well do that. I like the way you think.
It's like as they're both discussing a plan, like Vague is off the corner, just kind of like Strange is just poking a dead rat.
Snack.
Like, and Vague is just like, no, don't do that. It's dirty.
Then perhaps we are decided. At least 2 out of 3. Or 4.
Does kind of Strange agree?
Oh yeah, yeah. They're just like you just see kind of Strange is like. Since he can't talk to people, just like oscillate.
Is that a yes or a no? I can't remember.
Gyrates enthusiastically.
Yeah.
What's that, Lassie? Did Timmy fall into the well again?
Timmy's always falling into that freaking well.
Somebody's
Dang it, Timmy, watch where you're going.
Cool. So are you guys going to... you guys came up... Not too far from it. You could probably walk if you wanted to. It would probably be like a half an hour walk. But you could also...
I would like to hire a cab.
Yeah, you could take one of the many rafts and gondoliers that traverse the waterways.
I'll hire
Yeah,
one.
I'm good with
One
getting a
showing
ride
up
there.
Yeah, it's like Vague hops on. They're just like I'm just looking at so
You see, actually, Vague, you see a familiar figure as you approach one of the wider channels. A halfling with massive forearms. Rudy and Trusty Steed, his boat.
oh, it's Boat Horseman.
Hey, how's it going? Weird, right? That was your name, Weird?
No, I'm Vague.
Oh, right. Yes. Hey,
Oh,
sorry.
no, believe me, he's plenty weird. You're not wrong there.
Hey, you guys looking? Were you looking for a ride?
Yeah, we need to get over to the Rose Quarter.
I ain't too far.
I'm sorry, you made him sound like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger 4.
Hey, we're trying to get over to the freaking Rose Quarter. Can you come on, just give us a ride to the Rose Quarter.
Yeah, you know what? That's,
I can't freaking believe it.
give me that's 5 gold. 5 gold pieces. I'll get you there.
Sheesh, kind
Lickety
of steep
split.
for
I'll pay him.
ride. All right.
5 each, or just like
Just total.
oh yeah. Hey, who's paying?
I paid.
Alright.
Thank you, sir. And he tips a hat that he doesn't have.
Like Vague just kind of mimes it, just confused, just like what? He's like, okay.
Huh?
He starts pulling his way through the waterway district. As he's going, he's kind of chatting as they do. He says, I heard something crazy recently that over by the Pax Den, which is up a little north of here, a little northwest actually. One of the sheps got attacked by some kind of dire wolf, almost killed him.
Did you say direwolf at PAX Northwest?
Pax Den. It's one of the. It's basically like the barracks city for the sheps. He says, it was supposedly like on some like bridge leading to Pax Den, and a freaking direwolf showed up out of nowheres and almost killed him. Like, what is even a direwolf doing in the city?
I take it they're not frequently seen around here.
I mean, not particularly. I mean, if you go out in the wilds a little bit, I'm sure there's direwolves out there. I mean, maybe the cloaks has some kind of weird, like fighting ring or something.
Maybe it just likes water.
Who are the
Maybe
cloaks?
We got plenty of that. What'd you say?
Who are the cloaks?
I'm acting completely oblivious, like that I'm just a tourist here.
Oh yeah,
just so I
sorry.
can suss out info.
They're like our thieves guild sort of. I mean, saying that makes them seem like they're all that bad. I mean, they're not that any worse than the sheps, and a lot of times they help out the local communities that are like left behind by the sheps, if you know what I mean.
The sheps don't serve all the population the same.
Oh no, definitely not. No. I mean, you might have a couple of you.
And do the sheps?
But I wouldn't say on the whole.
Then the sheps and the cloaks have some kind of rivalry.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's a delicate balance. They sort of work together while also competing. A lot of the river trade would sort of shrivel up without the cloaks greasing palms. But also a lot of other elements could move in without the protection of the sheps. So it's a sort of weird semi-symbiotic relationship.
Interesting. So it's one big ecosystem.
Yeah, you could call it that. Sheps tend to protect property and merchandise, and the cloaks tend to look out for the little guy.
Fascinating.
After a few minutes,
Is there a lot of river trade done by the little guy? Or are the multi-large companies doing the same?
Up until about 20-some years ago, there were a lot of smaller trading organizations, the Merchants Guild, like a lot of different individuals who had stock that they would then ferry up and down the river. And recently, though, a lot of those guys have been getting bought up by, you got your Silver Streak Co., you got Vembrandt and Fam, and of course, I forgot what the last one was called. Damn it, I was on a roll.
Mine immersion is broken.
The Flat Hill Trading Company. They used to be the Empire's distinct trading company before they, struck out on their own after the collapse.
Mm.
You mentioned 3 trading companies. Any one of them use the rose as their symbol?
Oh, you know what? I think the Rose Quartz are a sort of the Rose Quartz is a sort of subsidiary of the Flat Hill Trading Company.
Vague will have heard the phrase collapse like twice now. I think like Vague would be like just like what collapse?
Well, you see, after the world flare, humanity was sort of reset. What remained of the empire sort of sent people out to retake their various outposts and settlements that were lost. However, they have not been able to maintain as strong a hold. There are a lot of different. Let's just say that the Empress is not as strong as she once was.
Does like all that information jog anything in Vague's mind, or does it correlate anything with Strange?
I think the term "the world flare" makes a little tingle in your head.
Strange, do you know the world flare?
I think perhaps I come from before, after. I believe that I am related somehow to the flare.
Born of the flare. Was I in the flare? Yes. Yes, I was. And as he kind of searches his memory, can I roll anything to see if he can even remember anything back then?
Yeah, go ahead and roll history.
Okay. D20 +1. That's a 12.
Are you searching your memory, or are you searching Strange memory, or are you searching the mix?
I think I'm searching the mix.
I think the only thing that you get is not necessarily a memory, and it's more of a feeling of a massive explosion.
And y'all see just as Vague is just kind of sitting there, just scratching at the hole in the side of his head, he starts just kind of gripping it, and is like, I remember fire. Yeah. And just kind of just mumbling something about fire.
Rudy looks over at you guys like, hey, is your buddy okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Just don't worry about him. He'll be all right.
He is kind of strange.
You know,
Yeah.
He actually told me that when I first met him, too.
He is.
No, I'm Vague.
What? Now I'm just confused.
So am I.
We are too, trust me. So am I.
That makes 3 of us.
4. Ooh.
You know what? I think that as you guys are pulling up to the Rose Quarter Trading Company's warehouses, with that, I think that's a good place to end for now.
Nice.
Good shit.
Thank you, everybody in chat, for joining us for this stream and for
Yeah, thank you.
for the loss and finding of different dialects and voices.
And accents.
We're all gonna get new ones next session.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna I'm gonna be sitting
Before
there
we start,
practicing
roll
the
for
voices.
accent. Everybody, roll for
I'm gonna
accent.
roll for a good microphone first. I'll start with that.
And it's like
You
I
did
told
sound a
you
lot better
guys.
this time, so.
Yeah. It just like I told like chat, I told them the like on our session 0, but pretty much my character study is just salad fingers, so all I just gotta remember is the spoons and just like I already have the voice. The rusty spoons on my salad fingers.
I think you guys start to unravel the mystery, gathered your leads, and now we can start to explore it further.
Dive into the
Stab things.
mysteries.
Anyway, thanks again, y'all. Appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next quest. Bye.
Later.
Oh, yeah.